What is going on, people of YouTube? My name is Kurtyoy and welcome back to a brand new video of a review on a Monday. It's about time I got into this habit, and also the game week starts on Tuesday, so there could be a preview on Monday today, just after this video, a couple of hours. I would say probably early Tuesday it will come out. And hopefully to get captains and differentials also out. In today's video, we're looking at goalkeepers, defenders, midfielders, strikers, and also the league. We're approaching the end of November, and I'm going to be introducing the league bit, in maybe after defenders, in between the defenders and midfielders, around there, so you guys get up to date on who's winning, and also monthly who's done alright, and which surprisingly, I'm up there with some of the best. But we are going to start off, as always, with the goalkeepers. There are only 5 goalkeepers with 6 or more points this week, 4 of which were Fabianski, Gomez, Cech and Begovic. Fabianski got 9 points in a 0-0 draw. I did see coming, kind of. I was a bit nervous. I did have a Bournemouth defender on. I was considering a quick switch, Norton to Wilson, to get Norton in the team, but I thought, you know what, chances are, if anyone's going to score, it's going to be Bournemouth. And I started doubting myself, and it ended up being 0-0, and Carl Norton got 9 points compared to Callum Wilson's 2. Not that I'm bitter, I am. The end. Simple. But Fabianski picked up 9 points, just like Carl Norton. Gomez got 8 points for Watford in a 3-0 thumping of Newcastle. Cech and Begovic both picked up 6. Cech now looking like a decent option, but for 5.4 you get Mustafi. Mustafi's doing better than Cech at the moment, so easy decision. Stay away from Bournemouth defenders. The only one being Charlie Daniels I quite like. Goalkeeper wise, I'd stay away. Fabianski usually makes a lot of saves, and also can get points like that in Swansea's 0-0s, in which there's been quite a few this season, and I think there'll be quite a few more to come. Decent clean sheet total for Swansea. But again, I would go for Norton, same sort of price, and you're getting more for your money because he can go forward and attack. Fabianski could leave themselves very open. No, I wouldn't suggest that. And for Watford, Ziegler's doing alright. We'll mention him in a second. And he's a bit cheaper than Gomez. So again, if you can avoid it, go for the defenders. Moving on to the defenders, I do apologise, I'm a bit bunged up today. We've got Ziegler, Sacco, Koscielny, Bertrand, Norton and Valencia. Ziegler, 4.4, another good game week for him. He got 14 points this week, and if I just look quickly, 8 points last week in his only 2 starts. We got 2 assists as well in the 3-0 win. He's proven to be quite a player. Will he maintain it if Watford come back to 100% full fitness? Maybe a couple of losses, I don't know. But for now, if he carries on playing, he's got a storming effect. Watford do have a tough game coming up though, so bear that in mind. But Ziegler, 14 points, rocking the stage at the moment. A big total for him, and I believe it was the highest total of the game week, so he was a star player this week. Sacco, last minute goal, 4.9, far too expensive. For Koscielny, there's Mustafi, so I'd stay away from Koscielny on 9 points. Bertrand also got 9 points, but again, if you want to go for Southampton coverage, you've got Cedric maybe. But Bertrand, I think, he proved last season and a couple of seasons before that, in terms of Southampton fullbacks, he gets more goals, more assists, and he's more likely to keep his place in the team. So Bertrand is a decent option, even if you have a lack of money. I think he still could be one worth bringing in. And last 2, Norton and Valencia, quite the price range, 2.2 in difference there. Norton grabbed 9. Again, I think he's probably one of the better Swansea defenders to have, and also one of the cheaper ones as well, unlike Mawson and Olsen. And Valencia on 8, he's 6.8 now, so he's getting quite expensive to that sort of Alonso or Azpilicueta stage where you think you've got to be 100% sure of him to bring him in. So that's a big dilemma for you guys. So let's take a look at Kurtyoy's FPLT League, Fantasy Premier League tips. Obviously, I'm not doing that series anymore. Hopefully by the end of the season, it'll be back, which is also sponsored by Classic Football Shirts. So I'm going to be closing it at the end of November. So if you want a chance of winning any prizes, do please enter before November. Otherwise, let's say the end of once the last game has kicked off, or once this next game week has kicked off, that's when I'll be ending it. That's a good time to end it, or whenever I do it after that. So has it your final warning, you've got seconds to go, so make it quick if you haven't, basically. But currently out in front is, and I'm just going to say the team name, Terminator24, because I'm not going to butcher anyone's names. I do apologise. 822 points, 46 from this game week. Just below him had 61 and 56 for second and third for Duper XI and Swagger XI. So bit ground caught up there on Terminator. Another thing worth noting, in the November totals, so far I've got one game week to go in November, I am sitting 10th. Out of all the people in the league in the entire month. Now, my current league position, if you'd like to know, and this will surprise you, won't, I'm pretty shit at the game, is about 350. So the fact I've got 10th in this month shows A, how well I've done this month. I'm only, I think 14 points away from top. So a good game week here, Norton, this brings me up to, I think, 4th. One, I've done really well this month. Two, I got it wrong at the start. Got a decent team now, and it's looking like things are finally gelling together. I'm in 10th. Well done to everyone who's had a good game week and a good month. And Kurtyoy's FPLT League is definitely rocking. Next up, we've got the midfielders. We've got Sterling, Tadic, Sanchez, Albrighton, Shaqiri, and Hazard. Somewhat of a odd midfield thing because you've got quite a few players that don't usually score too many big points. You've got Sterling, Tadic, Albrighton and Shaqiri, all of which you think may get it one week. Next week they're going to get 2 points. I'd say all 4 of them to stay away. But no, Sterling seems to be in the good books of Pep, but the Pep rotation could hit at any time. Who saw Aguero starting? I mean, granted they both got attacking returns. I am now considering getting rid of Jesus because I do want to spend money elsewhere. But who saw it coming? Sterling had a good performance in the win. Man City, very fortunate. Very, very fortunate. But 13 points, good score, worth considering. Tadic, another one, 6.3. Had him at the start, didn't really do much for me. Had one good game week, I think against West Ham, and that was it. Scoring 12 points, be wary. Sanchez, and let's get Hazard out of the way as well. 2 big, pricey midfielders. Both make the top 6 for the first time this season. And both of them, I'd say, if you wanted to get them, I'd say Hazard probably the better option. But you're going to go for Sanchez. He's on penalties, so could be a good option for all of you. Maybe even, because of the fact I had a couple of substitutions, maybe he's not on penalties. But for all the players on the pitch, he was. You got Albrighton and Shaqiri as well. Albrighton 5.5. Probably not worth bringing in, although I did think Morris have a good week, and turns out Brighton stole his thunder. And Shaqiri on 9. Again, he's so inconsistent, I'd say stay well away. And lastly, we've got the attackers. We've got Austin, Aguero, Kane, Gray, and Rondon. Again, really weird selection. Starting off with Charlie Austin, first start of the season, first brace of the season, and I feel like finally their problems could be solved. Austin up front, sorted if he's fit, but again, it was at home to a really poor Everton side at the moment, so bear that in mind. But a good performance nonetheless for Austin, worth considering now, just at £6 million. But again, rotation up front, if he doesn't score next game, he could be out for Gabbiadini or for Long, so be wary of that. Aguero comes in 11.7, Kane comes in at 12.8, both on 8 points. Those two, they're pricey, but they're going to get goals most of the time. They're going to be contending for the Golden Boot, so those two I think definitely need to be worthy of a consideration mark against their name. Gray and Rondon though, 6.3 and 6.0 respectively, both on 6 points. I'm not too sure about. Many people starting to maybe think actually Rondon against Everton next week could be good, but it's Rondon. You love to hate him. He scores and he doesn't score. You can't pick when he scores. He scores when you don't want him to score, and he doesn't score when you do want him to score. So, yeah, and Gray, it's just not my cup of tea really. I'd say those two, there are better options out there. For example, Austin on 6 million. Risk nonetheless, but one that could really pay off. And that happens to be that for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and let me know in the comments down below, what do you think? Back kind of. Yeah. How long will it last? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you for watching. Hope you have enjoyed, and peace.